the Association of American Railroads presents Victor Herbert's colorful gypsy operetta, The Fortune Teller, starring Gordon MacRae and his guest, lovely Nadine Connor. Our choir is under the direction of Norman Luboff, and our music is arranged and conducted by Carmen Dragon. Yes, tonight another great musical success is brought to you by the American Railroads. The same railroads that bring you most of the food you eat, the clothes you wear, the fuel you burn, and all the other things you use in your daily life. And now here is our star, Gordon MacRae. Thank you, Marvin Miller, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. In the world of comic opera, there's one magic name, Victor Herbert. Tonight, Nadine Connor plays the lovely Musette, and I shall be a gypsy named Candle as we bring you The Fortune Teller. Through the forest, wild and free, shines on my young melody. Ever dancing, sun can see, that's all let's see and get free. I fell in love with Musette the first moment I saw her in the ballet at the Royal Opera House. I was a poor gypsy watching her from a distance. And as she whirled on the stage, I felt somehow that she danced with all the fire and fervor of a gypsy queen. And yet she was not a gypsy. Or so they told me.
All right, girls of my ballet company. I am about to disclose something of the greatest importance.
Is it a new step, Professor Prescott?
One of the most important new steps. It is the step matrimonial. Girls, Count Berezovsky is coming here in a few moments for the purpose of marrying you.
Oh, no. He's going to marry all of us?
Well, not more than one at a time, I hope.
Oh, that old goof, Count Berezovsky, the decomposer of music.
Here he is. Look, you pretty girl. Come in, Count. Ah, Fresco. And you lovely ladies. You know, all you beautiful girls have inspired me to compose a new waltz. Yes? Oh, listen to it. Da, 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 dee, dee. Quang, 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 quang. Da, da, dee, dee, dee. Quang, 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 quang. You know that could become popular in time. You just composed that? Oh, isn't it cute? Oh, Berezovsky, you genius, you.
Excuse me mentioning it, Count, but have you ever heard of Johann Strauss?
A very jealous man. He hates me.
I can understand why.
Now, about the marriage proposal. Oh, yes. Shoo these little tears out of here, Professor. I don't want my choice of a wife to be influenced by a pretty face. All right, girls. Dismiss. Disappear. Well, Count, which one of my dancers do you like best? Well, now tell me, which one owns a great Musette does. She's had it since she was a small girl. Oh, then I'm in love with Musette. Look, she doesn't know, but she's the daughter of a gypsy king and the only heir to one of the richest fortunes in Hungary. Do you mean to say that your excellency would marry for money? After all, your title. Well, sometimes try eating a title between two slices of pumpernickel. Now go and call her. Very well. Use that. Come out into the garden.
Yes, Professor Prescott.
Musette, you have always done as I have asked you, haven't you?
It's my one rule in life, Professor. Always do as you're told. My age is grandma told me, and I read the same in books, that it doesn't matter what a girl may wear or how she looks. She never should be frivolous, she never should be bold. My grandma said, my darling, always do as you are told. When grandma said, don't spoonful of milk, she said, or I will have to scold. And I was always there. You see, I did as I was told. Always do as people say you should. You never can be happy, child, unless you're good. I do as I am told. I'm just as good as gold. And I know I shall be happy. I am so good. And now I am a grown-up girl and still as good as I. And I do as people tell me, or at least I always try. For instance, with an officer, a handsome young dragoon, I went out for an evening walk, a stroll by light of moon. I blushed to say he kissed me. It was very rude and bold. He told me not to scream, and so I did as I was told. He told me then to kiss him. It was very intense. I thought what Grandma told me, and I was obedient. Always do as people say you should. You never can be happy, child, unless you're good. I did as I was told, was just as good as good. And it made me such a happy girl to be so good. I was so good.
My dear Nanette, I'm glad you have such an obedient nature, because I want you to marry Count Berezovsky.
What? Oh, but I must have time to think.
Well, I'll return in an hour, and we shall be married. Yes? And that will give me time enough to compose a brand new wedding march, especially for the occasion. Let's see. Oh, now I have it. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. You know, that could become popular in time. Well, see you in an hour, my little bride. Come, Professor. Da, is that great?
What shall I do?
Can I help you, little musette?
Who are you?
A friend. My name is Shandor.
You're a gypsy.
Yes.
I seem to know your face. And yet we've never met before, have we?
Perhaps. Perhaps not.
Oh, where was it? How do I know you? Oh, let me see your hand.
My hand? Do you tell fortunes?
Yes.
But only gypsies tell fortunes. Where did you learn?
I don't know.
What do you read in my hand?
A great love of freedom, of the green forest, the open sky, the stars at night.
That's my lifeline. Tell me, what do you read in my heart line, little fortune teller?
A girl, one girl.
With dark eyes that shine like stars?
Oh, who are you? Where have we met?
Perhaps long ago in the green forest, where the gypsies live. The birds of the forest are calling for thee, and the shades and the glades are lonely. Summer's there with her blossoms fair, and you are absent only. No bird that rests in the greenwood tree, but sighs to greet you and kiss you. Oh, the violets yearn for your safe return, but most of all I miss you.
field and the grove. Can you hear me in that dreamland where your fancies roam? Sweetheart, while little woodland dawn. Can you hear the song that tells you my heart's true
Take me into the forest, Sandra. Hide me, please. I should be lost there by myself. But if I stay here, I shall be lost too.
Come then. We'll go into the forest together, Nanette.
I'd better leave a note. Here, on the back of the professor's ballet music. Dear Professor Sasko, I cannot face marriage with a count, so I am about to throw myself into the lake. A wet kiss to all of you. Lisette. There.
Pia, don't drag the leg. Now come, you two, into the forest. Stay close by me, Lisette.
Oh, Chandler. Stop here a moment. I've never been in this forest before. And yet I seem to know every path. Every tree is familiar.
The forest is home to many of us little fortune tellers. To people like me and my gypsy friends. And perhaps someday it can be home to you.
We have a home beneath the forest shade. Never any other have we. Never any other have we. Our campfires glow in the nooks and glades, where our tents are wide to see. Where our tents are wide to see.
Wandering ever here on the path, our roof is the sky above. Your eyes are red, and the robin is
Your
act of The Fortune Teller, starring Gordon MacRae as Shandor and Nadine Connor as Musette.
I took Musette away from the city to the quiet and peace of our gypsy camp in the forest. And there around the fire we joined the ring of smiling faces.
Am I welcome here?
At gypsy campfire, Musette, anyone with a warm heart is welcome.
Oh, I love it.
A fire, good company, a beautiful girl at my side, and yet there's something missing.
What is it, Shandor?
Gypsy must have music. My friends, is this not a better life than the army? Yeah. Well, then what do we sing to the men who search for fame and gold? Oh, ye wars, many soldiers and horsemen, all ye who chase for the willow with fame, bending you double with care and with trouble. Fighters like me have the best of the game. Ye play a game when the winners are losers. Leisure and fun pass you by. Think ye that I would change places with you, sirs? Thank ye, good slaves of the army, not I, not I. Not I. What? Up with a bugle and march? No, no, you may do that. It's not my way. What? Buy all my toys for cash? Oh, no, that is for you. But I cry you nay. Turn my blood to gold, shall I? Let my heart roll, shall I? Let yours be the strife, but a lazy life is a happier life, I know. Oh, what? Words like the fool don't know. Oh, no.
I could lead such a life.
Well, why not?
I would have sent for me and find me and take me back to the city. And yet, I wish I could spend all of my life here. In the forest, every bird, every flower seems to be in love.
Even a few of the people.
Do you suppose that's what's wrong with me? What is this strange elation I feel? This confusion which surrounds me. Uncommon sensation be real, or is this but illusion around me? Can it be but a gypsy's device to entice me, paradise me? I wonder do you feel so high as the curtains of evening draw nigh?
hide my friends. We should see if they are friends or our enemies.
It is no use looking further into the forest. Musette is gone. She's drowned.
Oh, I know. Oh, me, oh, my. Oh, I must compose a song to commemorate her fate. Let me see. I have it, yes.
Many brave hearts lie asleep in the...
You know, if I could think of a last word, that song would become popular in time.
Come. We shall return to the city.
Oh, to think that I have found and lost a fortune teller. Now, nobody will ever know that Musette was an heiress and a gypsy princess.
Just a minute. What do you mean, my friend?
This is none of your business, Gypsy.
It's very much my business. I love Musette.
But it is at the bottom of the lake.
Oh, no. Musette, come out.
Oh, it's a ghost!
No, I did not drown myself. As a matter of fact, instead of dying, I really began to live.
Now tell us again what you were talking about.
Well, I'll just hate myself for telling you this, but you're the daughter of a gypsy king, Musette, and the heiress to all his gold.
Oh, I knew in my heart that I belonged here, that the forest was my home, and that one day I would be somebody's gypsy sweetheart.
Gypsy sweetheart! Oh, what a wonderful idea for a song.
Wait, I have the melody.
La da da, my little gypsy sweetheart. Ah, ah, ah.
You know... You know, that could become popular in time if I leave it alone.
Well, little fortune teller, can you still read the future?
I think so.
Look in your own hand. What do you see there?
Oh, I see a life full of happiness and golden dreams for a man named Chandor and his gypsy sweetheart.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And thank you, Nadine Connor, for your wonderful performance. And our thanks also to Jim Backus, who was Count Beresowski, and to Earl Ross, who was Fresco, to our entire company. The Fortune Teller, with book and lyrics by Harry B. Smith, music by Victor Herbert, is dramatized for the Railroad Hour by Lawrence and Lee. The Railroad Hour is brought to you each week at this time by the American Railroad. Today's headlines tell the story of a busy, productive America preparing to defend itself. Hundreds of thousands of men are being trained and equipped. Training bases are being reopened and improved. Research into many fields is being expanded. Production of all kinds stepped up. New and massive weapons are being turned out. And moving the millions of tons of raw materials and finished products needed is a job for the railroad. It's a job for the railroad. For, as has been shown time and again, when it comes to moving great volumes of freight, dependably, efficiently, and economically, no other form of transportation can equal or even approach the railroad. Well, folks, next week the Railroad Hour presents something very special. The world premiere of a new musical play, Annie Laurie. It was written by the young Broadway playwrights Lawrence and Lee, who have dramatized many of your favorite Railroad Hour productions. Dorothy Warrenshold will play the title role of Annie Laurie, and I'll be the wonderful poet Robert Burns and sing some of the songs he made immortal. So don't miss our pre-Broadway preview of this exciting romantic new musical.
All aboard!
Well, it looks as though we're ready to pull out. And so until next week, this is Gordon MacRae saying goodbye.
The Fortune Teller was presented by special arrangement with Sam's Whitmark Music Library. Gordon MacRae can be seen starring in the Warner Brothers production, The West Point Story. Our choir is under the direction of Norman Luboff, and our music is prepared and conducted by Carmen Dragon. This is Marvin Miller saying goodbye until next week for the American Railroad. And now keep tuned for your Monday night of music on NBC.